you go. When did you first get involved with FCA?
I first got involved with FCA as a teacher and a coach. I was teaching and coaching, and I became an FCA sponsor at my school.
That's great. Second question, how have you seen FCA change, evolve over the years that you've been involved with it?
Over the years, I've seen it be more present, has more of a presence in the schools. I've seen a lot of other ministries in the schools that have disappeared, but because FCA is unique, we work through coaches and athletes, and it's through non-instructional time. I think it's been less threatening, and it's multiplied. I'd say probably tripled.
That's amazing. Third question, what's the most rewarding part of your job working with FCA?
The most rewarding part for me is to see coaches and athletes get it. And once they got it, to see them give it.
Amen. Fourth question, what suggestions do you have for a school or group like Belmont looking to start up an FCA chapter?
I would say Henry Blackaby, Experiencing God, has a great comment. It says, watch to see where God is working and join Him in what He's already doing, because God is already working around us. So my counsel and my advice would be to look at Belmont, because each school has its own personality, and see how God is working there and join Him.
That's great. Great advice. Fifth question, how have you seen FCA impact the lives of people that are involved with this group?
Tremendously. I've seen great life-changing experiences from A to Z. Coaches who have whole philosophy on coaching has changed. I've seen young people who have accepted Christ, who are now in seminary. I've seen young people who have accepted Christ, who are now pastoring churches. So from A to Z.
Is there a particular story that sticks out to you of someone that's had their life changed by being an FCA that you know personally?
Yes. I first learned of FCA through my son, and he went to an FCA camp. His life was changed. He accepted Christ. He went back a second year. God called him to the ministry. I was introduced to FCA through my son, who is now in seminary down in Atlanta right now, into Interdenominational Theological Seminary. He's going to be a pastor. So that is my key story.
That's awesome. Sticking in the family. Last question. Why do you think it's important for young people to be involved in FCA, kind of like your son?
Because coaches and athletes have a huge platform of influence, and so do other students. And when they can learn to share through their personal testimony, what we use in FCA, they can share the gospel through their personal testimony. It's a little bit different than church, but they can share Christ through their own personal experience. It impacts people, and it draws people.
Well, thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you, and God bless.